At this, my heart trembles and leaps from its place. Listen closely to the thunder of his voice. Under the whole heaven he lets it loose, and his lightning to the ends of the earth. For to the snow, he says, fall on the earth, and to the downpour and the rain. Be strong. The Book of Job, chapter 37.
So welcome back to the channel. I just had 2 videos recently do very well. My subscriber count went way up. One video, Panamint, got over 50,000 views, and the most recent one, the Minimalist, somewhat controversial if you read through the comments, but in just the first 4 weeks or so, it's over 80,000 views. So I just want to thank everybody in terms of watching the channel. I really appreciate it. I can't thank you enough. If you're not yet subscribed, please, it's free for you. Helps the channel out a ton. Click that subscribe button. It's really helpful. So this trip, just a quick one-nighter, and I'm up near the Shaver Lake area. I've got a like a lookout camp spot that I've always wanted to go camp at, and I just had a quick opportunity to go check it out. And then a subscriber who I've communicated with over YouTube and Instagram lives in the area. Really great guy named Olen. He's gonna meet me up here for this as well. He's a professional photographer and professional drone pilot, and just an all-around cool guy. So new face to the channel, just in terms of getting a chance to hang out a bit and all of that. So one night we'll do some cooking, we'll do some drone flying, some photography, but one important thing for this trip is this is my first trip trying out my MoonShade awning. It is what I consider the minimalist answer to an awning. I don't have a roof rack, I don't have, you know, anything really, and you can attach this awning to really anything, but certainly just about any vehicle. So I'm going to put that through its paces on this trip and check it out, kind of get, you know, familiar with it and so on. So I'm really looking forward to that. So going to be a great trip. Thanks for coming along for the ride.
Pulling into Shaver Lake, California to meet up with Olen. We'll rendezvous here and then hit the trail.
What's going on, man? How are you? Good. Easy trip?
Oh, easy.
What's up, pup?
Oh,
Hey, I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Who's this?
That's Abby.
Abby, right on.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. You're breaking this bad boy in, man. That's for sure.
She's getting some battle marks on her for sure.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah.
Right on. You want to follow me?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Cool, let's get it on. Channel 17. GMRS. A lot of this cloud cover coming from that hurricane coming up south, I'd imagine. It should be interesting. Never seen a hurricane in LA before.
A lot of people haven't. It hasn't been since 1937 or something like that.
Olen just recently got his 4Runner, and I've got to give him some big props for getting it out in stock form. I've seen him take this stock rig on trails no one thought he could make it through. Speaking of not making it through, this log right here has a lot of memories.
All right, we've got our first tree down. I think to start, both cut. that didn't sound good. Hear that sound on my winch? You think we're pushing it too hard? All right, here we go. Here we go, we're moving. That's a big log. Oh, this is gonna just flop over perfect for us. Better. Oh. Oh. Well done.
Like Sean from Story Till Now.
A much different landscape now. That log really put me, my brother-in-law, and our rigs to the test. A good reminder to always come prepared. Even though there's no snow, I still carry all the same recovery gear at all times. It's such an eerie August day. With a historic hurricane beginning to hit California, the temperatures are cooler, the sky is dark, and we've likely got some severe weather on the horizon. In the face of life's obstacles, nature remains a sanctuary, a realm where a symphony of worries fades into whispers. Even as rain taps a rhythm on your window pane or winds howl their defiance, they might just be an invitation for you to step outside, to be embraced by the rejuvenating majesty of God's creation. So put on your raincoat and let the storm-kissed air invigorate your spirit, for in nature's embrace, we find resilience in every rustling leaf, and the courage to weather not just the storm outside, but also calm the storm within.
So you never been down this side of the mountain at all?
I was in here for a wildfire 2 summers ago.
Got it. Were you filming for Camp PH or what were you doing?
Yeah, I was on duty back here. I think it was called the Blue Fire, just outside of Blue Canyon.
All right, so not sure if you recall, but this spot right here back in February when I was out with my brother-in-law is where I broke my winch. And I did so by trying to attach to this tree right up here as we were encountering snow. And I just went out too far on the spool and ultimately too far on the rope line and sheared off the pin, which was not great. We did need to use my brother-in-law's winch on that trip. That winch was only 1 week old at that point, so we put it through its paces. So definitely a whole different landscape at this same spot right here. As you can tell, definitely not gonna need the winch this time. So we're gonna head on up the hill. Our camp spot is not that far off, and set up camp, and looking forward to a great night here. So stick with us.
The clouds are looking ominous. We'll see how long we can last out here. But first, we've got to make it past this. Tons of trees are down due to winter storms in California earlier this year. We might just be able to squeeze under this one. Now, if I had a roof rack or a rooftop tent, we'd need to turn around. This is one of those times where a lower profile vehicle comes in handy. Just made it by a couple of inches. Owen's stock 4Runner is just a little lower, and it's no problem for him. Glad this wasn't the end. We're getting closer to camp, and one thing that I've really had to look past on these tight trails, yeah, you know the sound. The cringeworthy scraping of branches against your paint job. Hey, it's the price of admission to get to places like this.
All right, so getting here to camp, it's just a beautiful spot and a great vista. And as you can see, it started raining. It's probably kind of the north end of that hurricane system that's coming through California, just extremely rare. Olen's getting his 4Runner positioned here, and you know, it's gonna be pretty much just the perfect weather, just a light rain for now. Hopefully I didn't just jinx us, for me to put up the MoonShade awning, get that set up. And this is my first trip out with it, first trip out with an awning. And so we're gonna get to see how it does, experiencing a little weather here. So Olen, we, you know, there was a little rain on the forecast, but I honestly didn't think it was gonna actually hit us. So this is perfect for setting up the awning and all that sort of stuff. How's the trip up been for you?
Not too bad, man. It's actually a little rougher than I thought. When you texted me earlier, I thought we were going to be on a highway, but yeah, it got pretty narrow in there for a second. Yeah, but yeah. Once we crested over that hill right there, I saw this blackness, and I was like, yeah, we'll hit the rain right when we get to the top. And sure enough, here we are. Yep, it's beautiful, man.
No doubt. Yeah, this is. I've never actually camped at this spot. You can see Bald Mountain there off in the distance. Yeah. Okay. And just a beautiful location. First time camping here. So we're going to start to get stuff set up, and we'll catch back up with you here in a minute.
I'm going to move my truck, and I'm probably going to butt up this way.
Okay.
Right here.
Yep, perfect.
You come off the back with your awning?
Yeah, it'll come right off the back.
Cool.
Yeah. Abby, not great with lightning?
No, it's probably the first time. Actually.
Yeah.
So I rescued her, probably going on a month and a half now. Heard a call come out at Fresno Fire of a dog in the canal. So I went and checked it out. Right where the canal starts to run underground. She was in there under that tunnel for about, I don't know, 60, 70 feet in there. So she's in there barking away.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I see that Labrador face pop out. I'm like, no way. So I sit in there, all the other firefighters take off, you know. So I was like, yeah, my wife's gonna kill me, you know. I'll be living under this bridge if I bring this dog home.
Yeah.
So he handed me, he had a whole makeshift leash on her, threw in the back of my work car, and looked up.
Rescued it from under a canal bridge. Take a look at this. This is the Abbey Street and Olive Avenue just north of downtown Fresno. The water level in the canal was high, so it took crews a while to get under that bridge safely. Eventually, though, they were able to pull the pup to safety. The rescuers say the yellow lab was stuck under the bridge for 3 days.
There we go. Lift it up a little. You can actually back up. Yeah. Come on back. Straight back. Stop. Right. Maybe, actually, maybe another inch. Just a little creep right there. Should be good.
I just set up the MoonShade and I love it already. 9 feet by 7 feet of protection, adjustable height, and the ability to mount it to just about anything. In this case, a Jeep with no roof rack. If you'd like to save $30, use the link in the description or promo code TrailNewbie to get your very own MoonShade. I've attached it here with semi-permanent anchors using 3M VHB adhesive backing. As I said, no roof rack, no problem.
All right, so pretty much this trip would have been a complete bust without this MoonShade. We've actually got Olen's 4Runner backed up to it. We've got the Jeep backed up to it here, dialed in. Haven't even put the stakes in. Not completely sure about the safety factor of setting this up in a lightning storm, but you know, we're willing to risk it for the people. You know, we're willing to risk it for the viewers, and if something goes wrong, it'll probably be like the most viral video about MoonShade
totally,
ever.
Willing to risk the views we got right now. It's totally worth the risk.
Exactly right. So I'm gonna tie this thing down. As you saw, pretty easy setup. First time setup. I think I'll get, you know, a little better at doing that in the future. But it took a few minutes, and you know, I learned a few things. It's not that difficult to set up. Super lightweight. The only issue I'm probably going to have is putting it away. If it's still wet tomorrow, I might need to kind of wipe it down and then take it home and dry it out and stuff like that. But you know, the point of the awning is to get out when it's raining, sunny, you know, inclement weather, and so this is perfect. So we're looking forward here to a good night.
Looks like SoCal is getting hit already.
Really?
Yeah.
The more butter, the better.
Always better.
Holding, right? You're not seeing
so
anything concerning?
Nothing jumping yet.
Got it.
Oh yeah, you want to land. That's a tough piece of meat.
Yeah, it is. It's a big boy.
There is no river that runs wide as your goodness. There is no mountain that stands tall as your faithfulness. There is no river that runs wide as your goodness. There is no mountain that stands tall as your faithfulness, and there's nothing else I'll ever need. All of my days, your mercy followed me.
Early morning, around 6 o'clock a.m., Olen is bringing in his drone as we've both got to hit the trail and start heading home. This has been an awesome trip. Hearing about how Abby got rescued, just such a cool story. Abby went from certain death, drowning in a dark tunnel, to having some prime ribeye on the top of a mountain. Yep, we made sure Abby got some too. You know, Abby's story is not that different from our own. We've all been caught in moments of hopelessness, swept under the current of life. But don't give up. If you're in that place right now, reach out. There's already someone with their arms stretched out to you. If you're the one who needs rescuing, grab hold and never let go. We're heading down the mountain now. A special shout out to Olen for providing some of the footage and all of the drone work for this trip. Go check him out on his Instagram listed below. Oh yeah, and this video is proof that Jeep and 4Runner owners can still be friends.
Alright, so that's going to do it for this trip. Just a little bit of a different trip for me in terms of one-nighter, just, you know, out and back, not a long, you know, multi-day overlanding trip. It was awesome to get a chance to meet Olen and his dog Abby, who he just rescued recently. That was quite a story to hear from him about how he rescued her. Great time spending around the campfire, cooking up some good food. And as you see here in this video, Olen is incredible with his drone. He's got a couple drones, FPV, and then kind of your more cinematic style drone. He just does a great job. Quality guy. It was awesome to hang out with you, Olen, and I'm sure we'll get out in the future as well. We've got a trip kind of planned or brewing already in terms of where we want to go and what we want to check out. So thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. And as I usually say, thanks for coming along for the ride.
If you like this video, here's another one, and another. And don't forget to subscribe. Special thanks to Moonfab for sending me their MoonShade. Remember, promo code TrailNewbie for $30 off.